Here we are for round 2 of the player run event. We are playing Aaron M67, and he is playing a Storm deck, so this is not going to be a very fun match, and I think really one of the few things that would have helped potentially make this matchup a little bit better was winning the die roll, and we unfortunately did not. So we will send out our good luck to Aaron M67, and let's see. Well, this hand is actually okay. The 2 duress is going to really help us. Unfortunately, we are on the draw, so it's a turn slow, and Ancient Grudge is going to be next to useless. But it's actually a pretty good hand. I don't think we can really ship this back. So we'll see what happens. All right, Underground Sea. And nothing. Okay, so we will play our City of Brass, and we will duress him. See what he's got. Okay, he's got Rebuild, Lotus Petal, and Dark Ritual. So he really doesn't have a whole lot right now. Probably the one card, it's really between Rebuild and Dark Ritual, which we want to get rid of. I think we want to get rid of Rebuild since it's a combo piece, and he can also cycle it if he really is in need of another card. So we'll see what happens. So okay, Brainstorm. So he just drew that. Let's see what he comes back. Okay, plays Tundra. So it doesn't give us a whole lot of information. We drew Ancient Grudge. That's a little unfortunate. But let's see, we've got 2 options here. We can cast another Duress and potentially take out his Dark Ritual for acceleration. Or we can cast Dark Confidant and try and set up our game plan. I think, considering that we don't really have anything else we can do here, I think what we'll do is we can play Wasteland here, and I think we'll do that to destroy his Underground Sea to get him off of his black mana, and cast Duress again, just to further strip his hand of potential of problems here. Let's see what he still has. Okay, Mana Vault, Lotus Petal, Dark Ritual. I think at this point we really want to get rid of his Mana Vault. He's got quite a few things that he can probably power out. Yeah, I'll get rid of his Mana Vault. Pass the turn. Let's see if he drew a land. Oh, he drew a Brainstorm. Okay. And no land for him. Huh? That works out pretty well for us. So I think right now what we should probably do is try and put on some pressure here. I'll play our Plains and get our Dark Confidant online here, so that we can hopefully draw into some of the cards that we really need here. So we got a Voltaic Key. Okay. Alright, we've revealed the Badlands. That works. And we drew Stoneforge Mystic, which is actually pretty good. So let's go ahead and swing in with Dark Confidant. And at risk of him getting a top deck of something like a a time vault. I think what we really need to do is get rid of his voltaic key here. So I'm going to play the Badlands and cast Ancient Grudge here onto his voltaic key. So right now we actually are pretty well set up here. I mean, this is actually about as well as we could expect it to go right now. Let's see what we flip up to Dark Confidant. Ouch, Viashina Heretic. That hurts, but we'll see. So we can go ahead and attack with our Dark Confidant, bring him down to 16. Play our 1 land, a Strip Mine, and I think it would probably... let's see, he's got 4 cards in hand. Let's see. Let's play Stoneforge Mystic here. Alright, Stoneforge Mystic sticks. Go and grab our Batterskull, since we can hopefully turn on the life benefit there. Let's see what Aaron has on his turn 6. Ancient Tomb, okay. Alright, I think end of turn we should get rid of his Tundra there. Let's see what we flip up. Skull Clamp, okay, that's not too bad. And we draw a City of Brass. So, let's see here, we can play our City of Brass here. And we got quite a few options. Let's see here. We could attack with the Dark Confidant, play and equip the Skull Clamp, which would draw us a couple cards and get us off of the potential of flipping something to Bob that would hurt us. And we also could... Yeah, I think that's probably just the best plan. Yeah. So we draw 2 cards. We get a Lotus Petal, which is good, and we got a Red Elemental Blast, which also will help us, because now we can Stoneforge in Batterskull and counter any blue spell he might play. Let's see if he drew a land. Underground Sea, okay. He taps Underground Sea for an Imperial Seal. Okay, there's not a whole lot that we can do about that. Okay, he's going to pass the turn, and we will put out our Batterskull. Okay, we drew another Stoneforge Mystic. Excellent. So, let's go ahead and equip our Germ Token. And let's bash in for 6. And I'm trying to think, maybe it'd be interesting to see what he drew that would potentially hurt us, but we do have 3 mana open, so we can return the Batterskull to our hand. Alright, okay, Lotus Petal. Dark Ritual. Yawgmoth's Will, okay. that was the card he decided to Imperial Seal up. Fair enough. Let's see if he's got enough to go off here. I'm not quite sure. Dark Ritual. Okay, Underground Sea. Yeah, he's got enough to really go off here because he's got an Imperial Seal that he can cast and then a Brainstorm to draw it. Okay, there's the Imperial Seal. And Brainstorm, which I will counter. Does he have? He's got enough blue mana to use on the Lotus Petal, unfortunately. So we're going to have to let that go. And Tendrils of Agony. So, almost got there. Trying to think, is there anything I can possibly do? I really don't think so. I think we are pretty much dead in the water here. So, good game to him. Just not fast enough, which is exactly what I was afraid of. Let's see. Next card. Gatekeeper, completely useless. Okay. So now we're going to go to the sideboard, and unfortunately we really don't have much to really disrupt him. So we really have no need for a Viashino Heretic. We also have no need for Guest Verdict or Gatekeeper Malik here, since these guys, there's no creatures, really. The only thing that really can bring in here is a couple of Mindbreak traps and 4 Line of the Void. Now we're bringing in the 4 Line of the Void so that we can turn off Yawgmoth's Will. We also do not need the Swords to Plowshares, so we can bring in another Pyroblast. What else are we not going to need? Let's see here. Revoke Existence is not using Fast Bond from what I can remember. Hold on a second. Let me double check. Okay, so Aaron is on the LED plan. So he's not using Gush, but Lion's Eye Diamond is a little bit of a problem. There's really isn't anything that we could particularly do to slow that down. A couple Ancient Grudge will help, but not too much. Steel Sabotage might have some value, but I don't really see anything else that we might want to bring in its place. Beast Within might not actually have much value in this matchup. But I'm gonna run with it. See what happens. I need to put a card back. So let's put back Revoke Existence, since it is a sorcery. Just a little too slow for us.